Well, Baylor has a fantastic team and really, really hard to guard, and just some intelligent basketball players and tough to score against, tough to guard. Really good team, and they played well tonight. Very impressed with our fight. We were, trying to contain a lot of firepower that Baylor has, and we had some stretches there where we were really able to hang in and do some good things. And I think you see the improvement from our first game of the conference season to really coming in here and giving a great battle tonight. I'm real proud of our team for being resilient, and it's been a tough go. First half of conference play has certainly been difficult for us from a wins and loss standpoint, but they are a joy to coach every day. They keep coming in with resilience. They came in here expecting to compete and win tonight, and I just love them for that. And we will keep fighting and keep working, and I know a breakthrough's coming. But what we're building at Houston is going to be something that our fans and our Houston Cougar community will be real proud of. And tonight was just an example of a resilient bunch of Houston Cougars, and proud of the fight, more work to do, and we'll get back at it.
Coach, you talk about the resiliency in the fight. What did change for you in the second half? Because you definitely had more opportunities and were scoring more points there in the second.
Well, we were able to play some defense and get some stops, get some turnovers. We were able to turn them over 19 times, and that took tremendous effort to do, because they're tremendously athletic. They're so big, but they are really skilled basketball players. They're very difficult to guard, and I just thought we had a stretch there where we were able to kind of hang in there defensively, get some stops. But then in the third quarter and first portion of the fourth quarter, we were able to execute offensively. The first half just really put us behind the eight ball, just could not get the ball in the basket. And what's happened with our team a lot of times is when we can't get in the basket and the other team's scoring, then we start taking bad shots, and then it leads to tough transition defense. So we had a shaky stretch there in the first half. In the second half, I thought shot selection was much better. I thought poise and getting deep into the clock and making Baylor guard us really helped us have some success.
And then you mentioned that you're building something at Houston. What have you learned through the first half of this conference season? Has anything about this conference surprised you, maybe the depth, or just what have you learned about this conference?
Well, it hasn't surprised me. It's impressive. There's some really good teams in our conference, some really talented teams in our conference. And so, I'm proud of our team for going out there and continuing to improve and get better. But the quality of our league is really, really deep. We've got some fantastic teams in this conference, and we have played a bunch of really good teams. And so the Big 12 is a conference that I think is just fantastic, and Baylor's a great example of the quality of teams we have in the conference. Thanks, everybody.